just get it down to where it is the axle with a knuckle. Pull your knuckle off, and then we're going to press the old ball joints out.
Hey guys, today we're going to talk ball joint deletes. So we've had these things on the Jeep now for a little over 5,000 miles. We have been on multiple wheeling trips. We went out to Bridgeport and had a little shakedown run, as well as everything else we were shaking down for the first time on Mjolnir.
We're at Bridgeport Park to shake down the Jeep.
We've also been to Hidden Falls, we've been to Wolf Caves, we went and did a little overlanding in the Ozarks, and most recently we went out to Hot Springs in Arkansas. We've daily driven it, we've gone hard on the rocks, we've done numerous things, and so far we absolutely love these things. But we've had a bunch of questions from you guys concerning these, and we kind of wanted to go over what our experience has been up to this point, and also answer some of those other questions that you guys have, just to kind of give you some peace of mind and let you know exactly what we think about the questions that you guys have posed to us thus far. So before we get started, as always, we appreciate you guys and all the support that you've shown. Please continue to support us. Like, share, subscribe with your wow, totally screwed that up. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. So we'll get into this now. Okay, so before we get into the questions, let's talk just a little bit about the product itself. So these are made by American Iron Off-Road, and we've had quite a few comments talking about the product itself and whether it actually deletes a ball joint, or if it is similar to a ball joint, or if it's exactly the same as a ball joint and it's just called something else entirely to mislead people. I believe that everybody is kind of getting caught up in the semantics here. I think we don't need to get caught up so much on exactly what it's called, so much as what it does. In my opinion, yes, it does eliminate the traditional ball joint that you would find in the Jeep. It, to me, is a superior design. You have the spherical bearing, it sits in there nice and tight, and it just allows your knuckle to turn. Basically, that's what we're looking for, that's what we need it to do. But we need it to be strong, because as we're going out and doing things in our Jeeps, tons and tons of people, ball joints are something that have to be replaced. This is a part that it is a known failure. It is something that you're going to have problems with. It is not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. So that's my first takeaway from this, is that let's not get caught up on the name. Let's just know that this is a good product and that it actually does work. The installation, as you guys saw in the other video, it's pretty similar to exactly what you would do installing normal ball joints. The one thing that I would say to do differently that I did not whenever we did our install would be to throw them into the freezer. Let them get nice and cold. You want to just take them out one at a time whenever you go to press them in. It'll help just make them a little bit smaller, make it a little bit easier to get in there. Okay, first question. That is going to be, are these okay, or are these good for a daily driver? In our experience, my answer to that is a resounding yes. We've had these on the Jeep, and we have used it as a daily driver. We've taken it out on the roads. We've gone to the grocery store. We have gone and run errands. Everything that you would normally do in a daily driver has been done in our Jeep, and we've had zero issues with them whatsoever. They've been great. They feel tighter than what our normal ball joints did before, one of the ones that we had to replace. Those things were so worn out. The original prototype that was installed, whenever we did our install video, they were sitting at just over 30,000 miles on that Jeep with these in, and I can only assume that that mileage has since gone up. They run many miles on that pair. A lot of other people that we have spoken with that run these ball joint deletes from American Iron Off-Road have had the same experience as us, and they say that it's given them a better driving experience. It's something that it has improved the handling of their Jeep. So I believe absolutely, hands down, these are perfectly fine for a daily driver. And whenever we do run into issues and we do have to replace the bearings that are in them, I'm going to stick with them. I don't see any reason why I would be changing and going to a different product at this point. Very similar to the Dynatrac ball joints. They are completely rebuildable. So this isn't something where I'm going to have to press the old ball joints out, press new ones back in. That to me is one of the major selling points of these, the fact that the maintenance on them is so easy. Second question. So we have quite a few people ask us, well, if I can buy ball joints from insert random company here and they come with a lifetime warranty, then why should I spend the extra money to go with the American Iron Off-Road ball joint deletes? It doesn't make any sense to me when I can buy a much cheaper product to be able to throw into the Jeep and not have to spend all this money on the delete kit. Well, to that I'll answer, you're more than welcome to do that if you so choose. However, for us, we take so many trips and we do so many things. We try to limit the amount of maintenance that we're going to have to do on our Jeep. So this, for me, kind of goes back to just having less maintenance on the Jeep and not having downtime. So the last thing I want to have to do, once again, press old ball joints out, press new ball joints in. This is something that, with the cheaper ball joints, I'm going to say the Moog ball joints in particular, tons of people have said, well, those come with a lifetime warranty, and all you have to do is just take and swap them out and put them in. Well, guess what? That's downtime for us. Whenever we're going and doing 1 to 2 trips a month, and we're spending all this time going off-road and doing random things, events in the community and such, we don't have time to be working on the rig constantly. And if a ball joint failure is something that I'm going to face while I'm out on the trails, I definitely don't want to be spending the time changing a ball joint while I'm out on the trails either. I would rather have something that's much stronger that also comes with a warranty. Josh over at American Off-Road, great customer service, but he also offers a 2-year, 30,000-mile warranty for these ball joint deletes. That to me is something that it gives me peace of mind knowing that my product is going to be covered, but also that I'm not going to have to constantly be pressing in and out ball joints. The next question we get is whether or not there are other applications for these ball joint deletes. Obviously, we're running the Ultimate Dana 44 in the front and the stock Dana 44 in the rear on our 2015 JKU. These ball joint deletes are also available for the JLs and the JTs, the Gladiator. They currently have them for the Ford Super Duty Dana 60s. For the 05 Plus or for the 99 to 04 axles, both upper and lower. They also have the actual, just the rebuild kit itself. The rebuild kit price is $135 for the Dana 30 and Dana 44. That's going to get you your spherical bearings and lock nuts, etc. If you guys want to see exactly what's on the website, we've got that linked down in the description below. They also sell some hats and some other merch and things like that. But Josh is also in the process of coming up with new products, new applications for different axles all the time. He has people that are asking him about applications for putting them in different axles that they run either under their Jeeps or under whatever their rig may be. So that's something that he constantly talks about in his Facebook group. So we will link that down in the description, as well as we'll have our Facebook group linked down there. And there are tons of people that can give testimonials and their experiences with these. So this is definitely not just us being paid to talk about a product, because we absolutely are not paid to talk about these. We weren't given a free product with the promise of giving him a good review or anything like that. This is just something that we needed to replace ball joints, and I reached out to him and we had a good talk about it and ended up getting some of these ordered, and he got them sent out to us. So like I said, I strongly believe these are a great product. We absolutely love them in our Jeep so far. Another question that we've gotten numerous times is about maintenance on this kit. What is the maintenance that might have to be done on it? What things do you have to look out for? And I will tell you that there is no maintenance for the ball joint delete system from American Iron Off-Road. Basically, once you've completed your installation, once everything is tightened up, you've got everything torqued down, and you're completely done, there is a process to go in and re-torque your lock nuts just to make sure that you don't have anything that's loosened up. For me, I didn't want to have to basically tear everything back down to be able to get a torque wrench onto there. So I just used Crowfoot wrenches on my torque wrench to be able to make sure that everything was torqued down and tight. Everything was fine. I even went back and probably 1,500 miles after the install just to triple check and make sure the torque was good. Everything was fine. Josh has said that the expected lifespan of the bearings is right around 2 years, but of course that's going to be dependent upon tire size and your use and other factors. Like I said, the rebuild kit does come with the replacement nylock lock nuts, as well as all 4 of the spherical bearings. All you have to do is pop the C-clips out and then just replace the spherical bearing, and then you're good to go to reinstall everything else. And you can recheck torque after 100 miles once you've installed those lock nuts after the install of the replacement bearings. Another question we've had from a few people is, will these work with RCV axle shafts? The answer to that is yes. However, caveat is there may be some modification that needs to be made to the shaft itself, not the axle shaft, but the actual ball joint delete stud that the nut goes onto. I think Josh has said that some people have had to shave them down slightly. This is all just due to manufacturing variances in the knuckles and the C's and whatnot. It's not anything that really, it's not an exact measurement on everybody's cast products that they make. So it is something where, yes, they will work. Josh will walk you through absolutely everything if you have any questions about it. And like I said before, his customer service is amazing. He has done multiple weekends of talking with me about products, but I know he's available almost all the time. If somebody sends him a message with a question about installation or a question about how it will work with a specific product, he is pretty much always available to answer those questions. So, in conclusion, for both Providence and I both, we strongly believe this is a great product. As I've said, this is not something we're being paid to say or something that we are just saying it because we've been asked to. This is truly how we feel. We both feel that this has made a great difference in the rig. It's given us a lot of peace of mind just because we know so many people that go through ball joints. May take a few months, but we've had people that had to replace ball joints every 3 to 4 months, depending upon how much they're wheeling or how hard they wheel their rig. It's just something that for us, it makes it so much easier. One less thing that we have to worry about. We do tend to break things, so the less maintenance we can have, the better. Once again, thank you guys so much for all your support. If you haven't already, please like this video, like our other videos, share us with your friends, please subscribe. Until next time, we will see you guys later. And as Providence always says, just keep on Jeeping.